Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Fatia Adila binti Saifuddizam. I'm from M380 Seat A. In this video, I would like to explain about the financial ratio analysis. In this study, two companies will be selected, which is Company A, Fraser and Neff Holding Berhad, or we know as FNN, and Company B, Dutch Lady Milk Industry Berhad. Both companies are from the same consumer industry, which is suitable for a company financial ratio. For Company A, Fraser and Neff Holding Berhad FNN was founded by John Fraser and David Chalmers Neff in 1883 and it headquartered in Kuala Lumpur. The company most known as a food and beverage firms. F&N company also known as a high quality and halal compliant product that is trusted by many generations. It is also a Sharia compliant firm listed on main board Bursa Malaysia with an annual turnover of 4 billion ringgit from its core business of manufacturing, selling, distributing drinks and dairy goods. F&N product also divided into three categories, which are soft drink, dairy products, and property. As we know, the F&N soft drink product are 100 plus, F&N Season, 5 Flavor, Ice Mountain, Oishi, and others. Besides that, a lot of consumers consume F&N dairy products such as sweetened condensed milk, evaporated milk, and UHT milk. Besides that, F&N company has 2,600 employees in operation across Malaysia, Brunei, Thailand, and Indochina. Their vision is to become the leading total beverage company in Malaysia and the region. The company also has won many awards such as Halal Food and Beverage Excellence Award 2020 and bronze in Best Use of Influencer for ActiveCan AME 2019. Next is Company B. Company B is the Lady Milk Industry Berhad, and we know Dutch Lady Milk Company was established in 1693 in Petaling Jaya, Selangor. This company was the first milk company in Malaysia to be listed on Bursa Malaysia as the local stock exchange in 1968. And in Dutch Lady Company, they has more than 600 employees which help in the organization to deliver high quality and delicious meat-based dairy product. As we know, Dutch Lady products such as growing up meal, powder milk, UHT milk, yogurt, and others. In addition, Dutch Lady Company also was the first company that introduced a growing up milk powder for children from age 1 to 3, such as Dutch Lady 123 and Dutch Lady 456. Beside that, every Dutch Lady product has their own halal logo on its back. They got their certificate halal by the Halal Hub Division of the Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, JAKIM, and Selangor Religious Department, JAIS. Therefore, Dutch Lady product has millions of consumers daily and is able to collect 97.5 million ringgit in 2020. Okay, in this slide it shows trend analysis. In this study, trend analysis have two main ratio, which is liquidity ratio and profitability ratio. Liquidity ratio have current ratio, quick ratio, and cash ratio. Why? Profitability ratio have gross profit margin, operating profit margin, net profit margin, return on asset, and return on equity. Okay, for liquidity ratio, it has current ratio. Okay, in this graph, it shows the current ratio for FNN and Dash Lady company. So, FNN company show current ratio in 2018 is 1.94 times, 2019 2.21 times, and 2020 is 2.42 times. If the current ratio has amount greater than 1, it shows the company has the enough current asset to pay off their current liabilities, right? Different from for Dash Lady company, which is the current ratio in 2019 is 0.95, 2019 1.08 times, and it decreased to 0.98 times in 2020. So when the ratio decrease below 1, it leads to a deficit of liquidity and reduce the company energy, which can affect the profitability. So it shows the Dash Lady company does not have enough current asset to pay off their current liabilities. So for the next is quick ratio. For the second, the FNN company show the quick ratio for 2018 is 1.36 times, 2019 1.48 times, and 2020 1.51 times. Okay, the quick ratio for 3 years for FNN companies show that they have enough current asset to cover their liabilities. In addition, company with a good quick ratio are favored by creditors. The quick ratio for the Dash Lady company is 0.51 times in 2018, 0.61 times 2019, 0.42 times 2020, meaning that 2020 is less liquid for Dash Lady company. The company is not in a good position because the quick ratio is less than 1. Okay, next for the cash ratio. The cash ratio for the FNN company is important because it only calculate the cash. Mostly all cash ratio in recent 3 years are below 1, which is 0.63 times in 2018, and 0.72 times in 2019, and 0.69 times in 2020. It shows the FNN company does not have enough cash to pay off their current liabilities, and this problem can affect the profitability in the company. Next, the cash ratio for the Dash Lady company in 2018 is 0.11 times, and 2019 is 0.21 times, but the ratio keep decrease by 0.17 times in 2020. The company does not have enough cash. So from the graph, it shows the Dash Lady company does not have enough cash to pay their current liability due to the cash ratio for 3 years being less than 1. So we proceed to the profitability ratio. Okay, profitability is known as the ability of the company to earn profit or their income as a return investment. Okay, profitability ratio include, as I mentioned before, profitability ratio includes gross profit margin, operating profit margin, net profit margin, ROA, ROE. So in this graph, gross profit margin show the Dash Lady company has higher ratio compared to F&N companies. For F&N companies, it shows the gross profit margin in 2018 is 33.60%, 31.07%, and 30.85% in 2020. So the gross profit and net income decreased for 3 years, cause reducing their ability for the company to generate more gross profit. But for Dash Lady company, it show even though the value is even though the graph is high compared to F&N company, but it show the decreasing in gross profit value. Okay, for the 2018, the gross profit is 39.7%, 2018, 19, 37.94%, and 2020, 32.44%. So the company has the lower ability to make money, to make enough money, which will decrease their profitability. Okay, for operating profit margin, it different from gross profit margin, which it showed opposite trend. Operating profit margin increased for 3 years, which is 10.29% in 2018, 13.07% in 2019, and 13.11% in 2020. Increasing this ratio show the company has potential to generate profit from their ordinary business activity. For Dash Lady, the operating profit margin for Dash Lady company is decreased in 2018, which is 16.33%, 2019 12.9%, and 2020 is 8.86%. Okay, operating profit margin ratio is very important because we can know the ability of the company to generate profit. The decreasing this ratio show the company is not stable and has weak control over the operating cost. Okay, the third ratio for profitability ratio is net profit margin. Net profit margin for F&N company increased for last 3 years, such as 9.37% 2018, 10.6% 2019, and 10.29% in 2020. The profit margin is used to measure the firm operating efficiency and how well the company control its costs. Okay, for the profit margin for the Dash Lady company also decreased for 3 years, which is 12.35% 2018, 9.65% 2019, and 6.96% 2020. The company has lower potential in generating enough profit from its sale. Okay, for return on asset, ROA is related between the net profit and asset. ROA of F&N company increased from 11.51% 2018 to 11.71% 2019, but the graph show decreasing in 2020 about 11.65%. It shows the company used the asset more effectively in 2018 and 2019 compared to 2020. But different from the Lady company, the ROE is 31.98% in 2018, 23.21% 2019, and 14.47% 2020. This decrease of ROA because the company does not use the asset efficiently. Reducing costs and expenses can help the company to improve their ROE and have better management in the company. Okay, lastly, for return on equity, ROE. Okay, ROE for FNN company in 2018 is 60.65%. 2019 60.22%, 2020 is 50.24%. The company show the less efficient at creating profit and increasing shareholder value. Why? While for FNN for Dash Lady company, the ROE in 2018 is 122.75%. It quite higher compared to 2019 71.29%, and 2020 is 44.20%. Declining ROE show the Dash Lady company is less efficient to earn profit. Okay, for cross-sectional analysis is comparative analysis for both company, FNN company and Dash Lady company. Both company show differences in liquidity ratio and profitability ratio. Okay, first for liquidity ratio, from the graph we can see that FNN company has higher liquidity ratio compared to Dash Lady company. It has the ability to meet a short-term liability. The company, FNN company, is a better and safer investment compared to Dash Lady company, because if the company were to go bankrupt, the company can afford and have enough cash to pay off all the current liabilities. It also show the FNN companies achieve through the effective use of asset and give the security to investor and creditors. But it differs for profitability ratio. Okay, for profitability ratio, we can see that Dash Lady company has higher profitability ratio, which is the company more stable, has the ability to generate more profits. The company has higher gross profit margin value, mean that the company has done well in managing its cost of sale. While for operating profit margin ratio for Dash Lady company is higher than FNN company. It shows the Dash Lady company has the ability to generate more profit and has better management on the company. It also acts as the indicator for investor and creditors to identify which company has the potential to generate more profit. Okay, for the conclusion, what I can conclude is FNN company show a high liquidity ratio compared to Dutch Lady Company because it has the ability to pay off its liability, which transfer the asset into cash. It also very useful when critical condition occur in their company, such as bankruptcy. The effective asset management uh, of the company is safer for investor and creditors. It also gives security uh, to them to invest more money in that company. Even though F&N have high liquidity ratio, but their profitability ratio are lower compared to Dutch Lady Company. From the analysis, uh, both companies have their own advantages and disadvantages. It shows the Dutch Lady Company also has high potential to generate more profit from their business activity. It also can attract more investors to invest in their company. For the recommendation, um, from the analysis that has been done through the 3 years annual report for two companies, which is FNN company and the Shady company, the recommendation for both company is they can revenue, increase their sale revenue by increasing the promotion, which can influence the increase of profit margin after tax. Other than that, that I can suggest is controlling overhead expenses can increase the cash return in the company. It will increase the current ratio and quick ratio. So I think that's all from me in this video, and I appreciate it. Thank you for listening.